Guys, for you, we are currently living through history. AI has problems,
Yeah.
लेकिन 10 सालों में नहीं रहेंगे ये problems.
Yeah, I would say sooner
It's,
than 10 years.
yeah,
It's
it's crazy.
रहेंगे.
Again, anytime I have discussions, right, on the
Yeah.
podcast, it blows my mind ki where we're headed.
And it's not only like Blender. You can imagine it can be connected to literally anything if the developers do allow it. So maybe future में Photoshop can be connected with, like, let's say a big LLM like Claude or something. Yeah, जो भी whatever is in fashion at that time. But you take one of them, you can connect it to, let's say, Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro,
Yeah.
After Effects. You can connect it to MS Word. You can connect it to GitHub. You can already connect it to GitHub, by the way. वो
Yeah.
future का नहीं है. But once once you are able to do stuff like this,
Yeah.
like, then you will be able to basically, if you have like a centralized, very intelligent AI or something that connects to everything, then you can basically have it do anything you want. It will basically be able to do everything. Can take stuff from here and there. कुछ भी बना सकते हो. So it is all up to the creativity of the user and whatever he wants to create, whatever he or she wants
So
to create.
does MCP right now have any limitations, or is it like just
Well,
standalone MCP, not AI and context and वो सब नहीं. MCP is standalone.
Well, limitations. I would say limitations इतना ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Just like an API जैसा है वो.
Yeah.
Right. It's a single back and forth communication जैसा है. So I don't think there's any limitations as such that I can mention. It is just that it's a protocol that enables communication. So the problems अगर होगा तो it will not be on MCP. I don't know if sooner or later we find different protocols. Like, I don't know if MCP allows back and forth communication. Protocols is a set of rules. Like, for example,
Okay.
HTTP is a protocol.
Standards.
Standards है. Yeah, how the communication happens. So basically, you have a TCP connection that is established. Usually, we do it over TCP, not
TCP.
UDP. TCP is so there's two protocols over the IP layers, TCP and UDP. So, but basically, what the difference between TCP and UDP is that UDP में you send data and then you don't know whether it reached, पहुंचा नहीं पहुंचा, you don't know anything. UDP is mostly used for like online gaming because ping कम होता है उसमें. Like, you send a data, you don't know if it reached there, but at least you shot a gun and it got fired. No, so that is what happens. In TCP, you have the communication where you send that data and then you are expecting a response, as in like, oh, I got the data, so that is what you're expecting. So what HTTP is, SMTP for email, these are basically protocols like MCP again. These are protocols that is built on top of TCP, and what it does is basically enables communication through it. No, so limitations would then come out in terms of, I can think of one. I don't know if it is already solved. That is like HTTP and WebSockets का जो एक limitation of HTTP is that if I'm the client, I have to send a request to the server. I have to initiate the communication.
Yeah.
The server cannot initiate the communication.
Okay.
यानी कि if I want to send something to the server, totally allowed. But if server wants to send something to me, not allowed. So that is the problem with HTTP.